I might be in here.
All right, we should be live again, mate. We should be live again.
Live, are we?
Yeah,
All right, this
Yep.
is good.
yeah, we are
This
live.
is good.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. I found it. All right.
Helen's with us straight away. Unbelievable.
Oh, Helen, I reckon Helen's mastered the art of notifications.
Yeah, I reckon
She's very
too.
good at the lives. I think she gets a notification, and which I don't even know how to do that, but I reckon Helen's mastered that part. All right. Footy training is brewing, and Darby does not deal well with not getting there on time. So I'm going to hit record if you're ready, Damo.
I'm good to go. I am good to go.
Oh, okay.
Great.
I need this handy as part of our conversation today. All right, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Hello and welcome to 100 Not Out, episode 429, if you don't mind. Marcus Pearce here with you for the weekly podcast, helping you to master the art of aging well. As always, it gives me great pleasure to head down to the most prolific, cause-giving, exercise, big message pontificator I know, Dr. Damien Christoph. Hello, legend.
That's hilarious. That is hilarious. It is a great thing that as I was walking today, I went for his walk along the beach, and I was walking and I watched a guy doing his push-ups, and I thought, oh yeah, I wonder if he's doing the push-ups, or is it push-ups for better, or whatever it is. I'm doing that at the moment too. I thought, I wonder if he's doing that. And I thought, how many causes am I involved in right now? I was thinking to myself, I thought, I've just done this thing, #Impact, which was raising awareness of domestic violence and all that sort of stuff. And then I did a presentation for L'Oreal for Pureology, which is for hairdressers. And I thought it was very ironic that I was doing a presentation for hairdressers because I have no hair. And but I was doing this, and I saw on my little lapel I had the white ribbon, right? So there I was White Ribbon Foundation. So there was that going. And now with Vita, we're doing a push-up challenge, which is Push for Better, to raise money and to create awareness around suicide and mental health. And so I was thinking to myself, and then just as I was about to go on live with the podcast, just before I received a phone call from a number I wasn't too sure about, I answered, hello, it's Damien. And this lady says, oh, hi, Damien, it's Debbie. I'm going, who are you, Debbie? She goes, oh, I'm from the Police Youth Club Social Services, blah, blah, blah. Someone else asking for more money. I'm like, oh, my gosh, how many causes are we meant to be giving to? When does this stop, Piercy?
And you got Freeze MND coming up in a couple of weeks.
Well, yesterday I was wearing my
Neil Danaher.
Yeah, I was wearing my beanie yesterday, my Freeze MND beanie yesterday, because obviously I've given to that as well, and I'm behind it. I believe in it. I think it's
don't forget the Fred Hollows Foundation. Got to end preventable blindness.
Well, it's interesting that you say that about the Fred Hollows Foundation because. Oh mate, I'll speak out of turn if I actually say anything. So I can't say anything about that. But I that's funny that you mentioned Fred Hollows Foundation. I'm going to ask you, why did you bring Fred Hollows up after when we're off?
Because I'm just looking at my book here, and I'm just looking at all of the different charities. So because I think this is hilarious. In Australia,
yes,
there are 24 million people. Yeah, maybe a bit more now.
Okay.
There are 54,000 registered charities, which means we have 444 people per charity.
Wow.
In our country.
Jeepers.
In America, there are 323 million people, approximately.
Yeah.
1.18 million charities, which gives you 274 people per charity. So they're probably feeling a little bit more overwhelmed than we are.
Wow.
In New Zealand, your home country.
That's not my home country.
There are. I know, it's a joke.
Why do people say that? I do love New Zealand.
There are 4.7 million people.
Yeah.
27,000 charities, which gives them 174 people per charity. And I reel all this off because in the Bible manuscript, which you received many moons ago, I did have a bit in the book which I took it out called "Dealing with Charity Overwhelm," which I think is what you are referring to, Damo. How many good causes can I give to in my lifetime without feeling resentful towards some of those causes.
I know, right? I know. This is, and it's not that you don't want to give. Like, yeah, I
No.
went to Woolworths the other
No.
day because I was sick of going to Coles. So I went to Woolworths the other
Yeah.
day, and there was a homeless person sitting at the front, and I said, "Mate, what do you want?" He goes, "I want cash." I said, "All right." So I went back to my car, got some coins out of my dash thingy, and then gave him a handful of coins. He goes, "How much did you give me?" I said, "I don't know, a couple of bucks." He goes, "Thanks." Oh, God. All right. Maybe I shouldn't have given it to you, right? Anyway, then I went and did my shopping, and I came back. He goes, "Can you help me out? I need some food." I go, "Mate, I gave you some cash before. What'd you do with it?" He goes, "I'm saving it for accommodation tonight." I said, "Oh, fair enough." He goes, "Someone gave me this." And he hands up like this microwave meal. He goes, "Where am I going to find a freaking microwave, right?" Oh, God. Oh, you poor bloke. But, so I went to Coles today to get some milk and some batteries because my watering system stopped working. And, in the middle of lockdown, the last thing I want to be doing is watering my garden. That's got to happen. So I had to get a new battery. So there was a homeless person sitting there too. So I gave her some money. And so I give, like, I'm very happy to give. I sponsor a child in Nepal through the Lily Fro Foundation, which the late, great Nairi Cannon set up with her daughter many, many years ago. And I've been doing that for probably 15 years, supporting that particular organisation. And there's other organisations that we give to as well. So I do like to give. I really do like to give. But sometimes I feel like there's a bit of overwhelm, you know what I mean? Which is what we were talking about too, So what does everyone else think? Like if you're joining us on Facebook at the moment, how many causes are you part of? Reel them off, list them so that we know what they are. Reel them off. And for those of you who are in the car listening to this, or out on your run, or stand-up putter boarding where you're ever listening to this, or if you're surfing like Kyle Brock and listening to this, whatever you're doing, think about how many causes you're supporting at the moment, and do you feel overwhelmed by it?
And please don't tell us how important it is to donate to your cause whilst you walk backwards up a mountain for the cause, because I think this is where we are all just a little bit overwhelmed.
Yes.
With just how many causes there are. The cut through is harder than ever with giving to charity. I think it's very easy to go, I don't give a flying F-bomb about your cause, as humane as it is.
Yes.
Because all I get on my social media feed is give $5 here and $10 there, and that child is starving here, and this person's homeless there, and that person has cancer there, and that person has poor mental health there, and that person has a bug disease here. This person is homeless. That person lost their car. This person lost their job. Like, they're all good causes.
Great causes.
But the proliferation of it, it's like you just feel like a useless tight ass when you're not giving to every single one of them.
Yeah.
And then one day you end up eating tuna and corn out of a can because you've given all of your money to everyone else, and you go, holy moly, I just got sucked into charity overwhelm. I'm clearly over baking this cake, but this is, Damo, the challenge that we now face in 2021.
It's a challenge. It's a challenge. Trudy's just said...
Saying no isn't your strong point, DJ. Yeah, Damo currently gives 99% of his net worth to charity because he doesn't know how to say no.
Thanks.
Damo is feeding every single person in Nepal and Africa because he got that many calls.
I'm really not.
And that many guilt-ridden newsletters.
I'm really
he just
not.
couldn't say no.
No, I'm really not. I'm not doing that at all. But I do like giving. And Trudy, thank you, Captain Obvious. But what's interesting about this is that at some point it triggered me today. And so, Piercy, what's happening in me where I get triggered about generosity? Like what is that? Is it generosity or is it taking the piss?
I'll tell you exactly what it is.
What is it?
Because you do this to yourself because you are so generous. You are the most giving. I reckon you're in my top one most giving people on the planet. That when you say no, you actually get annoyed at yourself, and you probably tell yourself that you're not giving because you want to say no, but you don't. But you feel bad saying no. So when you say no, you think that you're not a bad person. That's not the right term, but that you don't care. And for you to tell yourself that you don't care or that you don't give is just it's like sacrilege. You want to feel good about it. So and I think you would give to everyone if it was doable and easy and feasible, and that's just you. Like, I mean, Trudy's already said it. So when you do say no, you will just feel like a prick.
I do.
That's the way I was.
Yeah, true. I do. That is true. That is true. So, okay. So we've identified that I am the problem. That I've got that. But there'll be other people that feel the same way too. I'm sure of it. Like, other people must be feeling a bit overwhelmed with the number of people that are phoning them from mobile phone numbers that you don't recognize, or phoning them from country towns that you've never heard of before, but you can see that popping up on your screen on your phone. It says, calling from. I went from a little country town. I thought, where's this little country town? I googled it, and because if I don't recognize the number, sometimes I'll just like let it ring out, and if they don't leave a message, I'll call the number back. And more often than not, it says the number you're trying to reach is not contactable. Right? I go, oh, another one of those charity. Right? So, but there was this little town that, in the 1997 census, in the 2017 census, it had 117 people in this little town, and I thought, wow, who do I know in this little town? So, like, I even looked it up on Google, thinking, who is this, right? Who's this little town? And then I realized that I was being spammed again, and I got over it.
It's so hard to not feel spammed, even when they're good causes.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
I feel spammed when I'm browsing on social media and someone's put it up. I just feel really hard, and I don't know what it is, but it's like, so the push-up challenge, right, which I was just Googling it. What is it? I think it's Headspace, but I'm probably going to get it wrong. The push-up challenge, push-up for better mental health this June, 3,318 push-ups from June 1 to 25 to recognise and raise awareness for the 3,318 people who took their life in 2019.
Yes.
Now, I've seen mutual friend of ours, Tim Robards, put this up on social media. Another friend of mine, Emma Fado, who was our CA in Inverloch or Wonthaggi many years ago, now works at Jets Ballina. She's doing it. And then you and I in our PEC majors push up little Facebook Messenger group. We've spoken about it, and I think if we're not doing it officially, we're doing it unofficially. Some of us are a little bit more injured than others at the moment, so we're in a bit of flux.
Yes.
So for me, here's where I go on this. There are, I reckon, 6 to 8, give or take, plus or minus 2, really big causes that actually like grab us, like where we actually get pulled to do it. So the Push Up for Better challenge grabs me for the following reasons. 1, I'm already doing push-ups, so I don't have to start at 0.
Yes.
2, I'm doing it in a group of other people that are already doing push-ups, so I don't have to do it by myself.
Yeah.
And 3, I like what it stands for. But here's my dilemma. I do not feel comfortable telling other people that I'm doing it. I don't know why. We could psychoanalyze that if we want to. I saw that Vita Lifestyles put it up the other day, and I was like, oh, thank God they've got the courage to put it up on their socials, because I just don't. I don't know what it's like when people go, why don't you sell your book more? It's like, I'm not that good at saying everyone buy my book. It's just, I just am not wired to go give to this charity. It's just, even just talking about it makes me feel a bit and but when I see those reasons that I just gave earlier, I go, okay, I can do it. But I'd happily give money to it, but I don't want to tell other people to give money to it. I don't know, like, and then I recognize that there are other people that are really good at telling people to give money to it, and it doesn't seem salesy or spammy if they do it.
Yeah.
I think there's an art and maybe a type of personality that not gets away with it, that can do it authentically. For me, I just feel way too pushy.
Well, let me tell you what happened. So 2 or 3 weeks ago, we started doing Impact in our practice.
Yes, talk about this. Talk
Wearing
about
the
this.
red shirt, wear a little bit of red for Impact to raise awareness around domestic abuse and for women and children who are displaced from homes. Because there's 2,000 people every night, 2,000 women every night in Victoria are without a home due to domestic violence, right? So we, as a practice, decided that we'd raise awareness around that. Like, it really struck a chord with me, having done some of the training of the White Ribbon Foundation, the fact that Jackie had lost a friend to domestic violence only a couple of years ago. Jackie's one of our CAs in our practice, and so all of the signs and all of the signals definitely helped me make a decision that as a practice we would support this cause. No problems. And so I was very comfortable raising it and saying, hey guys, we're raising awareness, give money, support it. There's a cash box over there, or you can scan the QR code and go straight to it and make a tax deductible donation, go and do that. Like, it felt really easy to do that with all the practice members. And of course, some people were just going, oh yeah, cool, thanks for raising awareness. And other people gave money. And like, for example, some of the guys and girls that were in the practice gave $100, like bang, just like that, or $200, bang, just like that, just gave it. And I was like, wow, that's so awesome. And then today in my little golf mates chat, I said, guys, why don't, given that we're all locked down, we can't do golf right now, why don't you guys also join the push-up challenge that I'm doing too? Why don't you do it? And if you don't want to do it, then here's the link to donate to if you feel inclined to donate to it. And I got crickets, silence. Like, there was more silence than you could imagine silence ever being. And I thought to myself, are they also now sick of me asking for support for charities?
Damo's always that guy with a cause to push and ask for money. Here he goes again with his cause. Another month, another cause.
I just gave you $100 the other day. Yeah, all of that stuff. When's he gonna, put your money where your mouth is? Blah blah blah. So I thought, is it just me? Was I feeling that I had fatigued my mates out? Because I feel fatigued around it. Trudy says it's your intention behind it, Marcus. Helen says, I think I'm like you. I actually read that as, I think I like you, Marcus. That's what I read that as, Helen.
I like you too, Helen. And I think I'm like you too, Helen.
But so I read that and I kind of go, my intention behind it is to help support people, but I'm also mindful that everybody is asking for stuff at the moment as well. So maybe I'm oversensitive to that.
Here's what I've taken notes down on here. Okay. I think your proximity to the cause is tantamount.
Okay.
So Jackie
with Helen,
had a friend.
Helen saying I tend to only support local charities. Yes.
Yep. So Jackie, your CA, had a close friend.
Yep.
Did you say died from domestic violence?
Yep, died.
Now, that's going to pull on the heartstrings because the proximity of that is huge, which almost it makes it's not a sell because you're actually sharing a story and experience, and it plucks on the heartstrings. So when you told me that story, I was like having alarm bells go off because I think the more proximity we feel to a cause, the easier it is to share it because it's close to our heart. Yeah. So when Chris and Renee, Chris's late wife Renee, who died from cancer at 39, I shared this story in the book. They raised $75,000 in 3 hours at a fundraiser in Melbourne.
Yeah.
And it was essentially like friends and family pulling money out of their pocket on the night because it was Renee. Like it was so proximal. Like the person's so close. Renee was in their heart. Like, she was standing up on stage with Chris. It's like, we just want to help you guys. Similar thing happened with our niece, Elsie. She died from a kidney cancer when she was 3 and same amount of money, $75,000 was raised. Quick Sticks to help Johnny and Jill be there with Elsie in her final months so that there wasn't the pressure of working and having to balance all of that out. It wasn't hard to want to give to that because it was largely friends and family giving because of the proximity of the cause. I think when you feel in your heart a proximity to a cause, it's a lot easier to ask for the money.
Yes.
I think when we feel very distant to a cause, so please give to this random genetically mutated disease that you've never heard of as I go and walk around a river that you've never heard of, and I don't really know you. You're a random Facebook friend that stumbled upon my profile 7 years ago, and I don't know why I'm in your feed or you're in my feed. It's really hard to give to that because there's just no proximity to the situation.
Sure.
So that's why, and I wrote down courage. Like I think for you to ask your golf mates to donate, I think takes courage. Like I actually applaud it. I actually think it's hard to ask for the money. I really do. So, and I think that's probably the work that I need to do in certain situations. It's like asking for the sale. Like that pure sales training is like you have to ask for the sale. Otherwise, don't expect the money to drop into the account. So I think it's just so. I think that's a note I take on it as well. So I've enjoyed this conversation, Damo.
Good
I think
wisdom.
I've learned a lot
Yeah,
about
good wisdoms. And thanks everyone for
around
again
sports.
participating. We love participation. I love participation. I love a little rub
Damo
on the belly.
loves it more than me.
I
love it.
a little
I think
rub
Damo
on the belly.
really loves
I
it.
just like this funny. Just scratch me here. I just love it. So good. That's the spot.
I think I weird people out when I'm talking about love languages, and I go, yeah, physical touch. I go, if you just get your hand and just stroke my hair, I'm in heaven. And I don't mean it. I don't mean it like, can you please do it? Like I'm talking to this person I've just met.
Yeah.
They're like, break.
We just met. And you're into the moon cycles. We just met.
I'm telling you, whiny moon at the moment.
Uh-oh.
Everyone is cleaning up shop at the moment. It's a declutter week, folks.
Yes.
When you feel the urge to mow the lawns and clean up the house, it's that whiny moon. I'm telling you.
Is that what it is? I just polished the deck and I just mopped
There
that
you
one.
go. It's all the deck polishers, all the deck polishers, all the car cleaners, all the lawn mowers, all the declutterers.
Really?
Oh yeah, totally.
Wow.
When the moon's getting smaller, you want to clean up shop. And then once the moon starts getting bigger, it's big ideas. We're going to get out of lockdown. I'm going to revolutionize my life. I'm going to start my business. I'm going to start this new relationship. Oh, yeah.
Wow, really?
Don't worry. It's on, baby. It's on.
That's fascinating.
You can interview me about the moon, mate. We've still got to get our moon expert on.
Okay.
Yep.
I thought
Heidi Binder has followed you for years. You did a
Heidi
lose weight program in New Zealand.
Oh, that's true, Heidi. I did. Heidi, your name rings a bell. Thanks for following. That's so nice. That's really nice. Thank you. Trudy reckons it's just lockdown. I can imagine right now that Trudy's going to be going to Vita and ripping stuff out of the cupboards and chucking it out. I can feel it.
Whiny moon, Trudy.
Yes.
Whiny moon.
Yeah.
It's not lockdown. Lockdown is the whiny moon. That's right. They're one and the same.
And I don't know what the Hearth and the Homers are.
The Hearth and Homers are the people. Pritesh, I think, is a positive real estate community member. The Hearth and Homers are those noisy neighbours that just pull out the what's the wind blower? The garden blower, the
blower
leaf
vac.
blower.
Blower vac.
You know, the blower vac and the noisy lawnmower. They're not just house proud, Damo. They are loud and proud. House proud. And emphasis on being loud.
Yes.
7 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday or a Sunday, you just want to sleep in, and they somehow get the loudest vacuum cleaner ever created right next to your bedroom wall.
Yeah.
And they are just onto you. So that's it.
Those
now
people.
Helen Pocock knows why she cleaned her kitchen last night. I'm telling you. Whiny moon, baby. All the way.
I love it.
All the way.
I love it.
All the way.
All
right. I've got to put my runners on and take
right.
Darby to footy training before I am not disowned, whatever the vice versa of that is. Yeah, disowned. To everyone that has supported us, we thank you. For all of Damo's wisdom, head on over to damiankristof.com, myself, marcuspearce.com.au. And until next week, as always, continue to make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Bye for now. See you, Peasy.
Boom, boom, boom. See you, Facebook.
Boom, boom. See you later,
Damo.
everybody.
Good luck, mate.
Kick
Thanks
well.
again for the chats.
You're welcome.
Love to you all.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.